Okay, so we're going to do an installation of the ESP or Espressif IDF tools for programming ESP32 devices. So here I'm on a Windows machine, and I'm going to hit the download button from the ESP-IDF Installation Manager webpage. The download's going quickly. And let's open the file. All right, so this is the installation manager. We'll see how it turns out here. If it works maybe a little bit faster than the Mac version did. So, new installation, yes, I'm going to start the installation. I think I want to do an easy installation. Yeah, that sounds good. Prerequisites missing. Install prereqs automatically. Yeah, that sounds good. Oh, so it looks like it needs the Git tools. That's fair. Okay, so this is the IDF terminal. Okay. Oops. If I type idf.py, set target, then it would be ESP32C3. Okay. So I'm going to make a directory here. I'm going to say examples, cd examples, mkdir my project, cd my project. All right. Then from here, do I have nano? Nope, I do not have nano, so I need a text editor. Okay. Notepad++ is installed on my machine. No. All right, so we're going to make a new file. And we're going to save this one. See if we can save it in the right directory. Save as. I go to, where's downloads? Downloads. Examples. My project. And we're going to call this, let's go over to the blog. All right, so we want to put the cmakelists.txt file in there. Like that. Save. Now I want to fill it with that. And we're going to save. And then from there, I am going to make the second one, but I need to be in the correct folder. So mkdir main, cd main, new file, nope, I need to save it, save as, in main, it's going to be called cmakelists.txt as well, but it's in the main folder. There we go. Save. I'm going to copy that and paste and save. And now I need to create a new file. And this one is going to be my main.c. C source file. There we go. Save. It's going to be all of that. And save. And next I want to have a file called sub3.s. So new file, save as, assembler. Hopefully it recognizes .s. I'm assuming that worked. And that is the extent of it. And save that. So I now have all of that done. And I've set my target. It's now idf.py build. Let's try that. But I have to go up one directory. Let's just check here. Oh, ls. So it looks like I have my sub3.s. Can I do this? Sub3.s. Nope. All right, so I'm just going to go up one. Got my cmakelists.txt file right there. And so it's idf.py build. Let's see if this works. Oh. Oh, IDF target not set using default target ESP32. So it might be the wrong target. I might have to try that again. Okay, so I'm not sure if it set the right target, so let me just try that again. Set target ESP32C3. idf.py set target ESP32C3. Okay, so currently it looks like it is set to ESP32C3, and now it looks like it's rebuilding. All right, so it looks like it may have rebuilt. If I go to CD build, I should find my binaries in here with a date and time. No. Okay, so we're going to go back up one, and idf.py build. There we go. So it should be a binary file with an extension .bin or .elf in the build folder. So we'll take a look at it as soon as it's done here. Okay, so that appears to have happened. So now we're going to go to build, and there it is. Yep, so the timing is right. There's my project elf and bin, so two different binaries, and the memory map right there. Great. So now I need to check where this board is connected. So I've got it connected to USB, and I need to check its actual designation in Windows, and it looks like COM3. So we got COM3, and I need to go back here to figure out how to flash and monitor it. So I think it has to be IDK pi-p COM3 flash monitor. Let's give that a shot. So back up, idf.py slash or dash p COM3 flash monitor. So hopefully it'll connect. It appears to be flashing the board. There it is, subtraction result 2. So we have a printout. So this worked. Excellent. So now we can use the IDF tool from within Windows if you have a Windows computer. You can install it. And yeah, you could also install a graphical user interface if you wish, the IDE, but that'll be outside the scope of this particular video. This has taken a total of 42 minutes to get done. The download and install took a long time on my little tablet here. But you see, for Windows 11, we can have a working command line compiler and flash writer tool for the board. All right, have a good one. Bye.